All right, and finally, our last video. Okay, we're going to be solving for standard form. Okay, so our standard form is ax plus by equals c, also known as ABC form. Okay, and so far we've been taking it from standard form and solving for slope-intercept form. I told you that all of these were interchangeable, okay? Backwards and forwards and forwards and backwards, okay? And so since we've gone from standard form to slope-intercept form, now in this video, we're going to do the reverse, okay? We're going to take it from slope-intercept, y equals mx plus b, and put it into standard form, okay? Solve for A, B, C form. How do we do that? Very simple. First of all, we know that whatever number is with your x variable is your A term. Whatever number is with your y variable is your B term. And then your number, your constant, your y-intercept is your C. Okay? So when you're looking at slope-intercept form, you have to identify what is your A, what is your B, what is your C. Okay? So right now, I just said whatever number is with the y value is your B term, and I see y is here. So this is my B. And then whatever number is with the x variable is your A term, and I see that 2 is with the x. So this is my A. And then the number, which is the y-intercept, is your C. So right now, in slope-intercept form, it's in BAC form. And we need it to be in ABC form. So if we want it in ABC form, what needs to be moved, you guys, to the left side to make it in ABC form? We need to move this A, circle it. We need to move the A to the other side to put it in ABC form. Well, how do we do that? We do it by doing the opposite of what we were given. What's the opposite of a positive 2x? Negative 2x. Here we go. So we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. And I'm going to make sure that I put the negative 2x first plus y equals 5. Now, you would say we're pretty much done because this is in ABC form. The only problem is there is a rule, which is why I put the star. Put the star, okay? There are two rules, right? Two rules. Okay? There are two rules that we just need to know. We just need to know it, put it in the brain. We just need to know that number one, you cannot have a negative number and you cannot have a fraction for, okay? You cannot have a negative number and you cannot have a fraction for this A term. Well, as you can see, we have a negative number. We cannot have that. How do we get rid of the negative number? By multiplying the entire expression by a negative 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So the opposite of a negative 2x, positive 2x. Did we get rid of the negative number? Yes. Is that a fraction? No. We're good. Okay? The opposite of positive y is negative y, and the opposite of a positive 5 is negative 5. And now we're done. We just took it from slope-intercept form and solved for standard form. Okay? Now I'm going to have you do one and to practice, and we'll go over it together. Okay? The next equation is y equals 1/4 x minus 2. Okay? Go ahead and solve for ABC form, for standard form, and we're going to go over it right now. So right now, this is in BAC form. We need to move this 1/4 to the other side. Okay? Cannot have, we need to make it ABC. Okay? How do we do that? We're going to subtract 1/4 x from both sides. Okay? And now we have to put our A term first, which is a negative 1/4 x, okay, plus y equals negative 2. Now, what do we see here? Can we have a negative? No. Can we have a fraction? No. How are we going to get rid of this negative fraction? Very simple, okay? We're going to multiply the entire expression by what is in the denominator, okay? Negative 4. All right? And you have to multiply by the negative to get rid of the negative because a negative times a negative gives you a positive. So here we go. Distribute that -4 to all three terms. Here we go. A negative times a negative gives me a positive, and 4 times 1 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. 1 what? 1x. -4 times a positive y is -4y. Okay? And a negative times a negative gives me a positive 8, and there we go. Did we get rid of the negative number? Yes. Did we get rid of the fraction? Yes. We're done. A, B, C form. That's what we wanted. Okay? I wanted to give you the example of how do we get rid of a negative fraction that violates the two rules. Okay? Can't have a negative, can't have a fraction. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more example, and then we're going to go over it live together. So the last example is, I'm going to let you try it, but I'll write it up here for you. Okay? If you can see it here, it's y equals -2/3 x minus 1. Okay? So right now, this is in slope-intercept form, and I want you to solve for standard ABC form. Go to it.